Buenos dias. I have some songs from the old Southwest for you. This one's won by a guy named Townes Van Zandt. Living on the road, my friend, was gonna leave you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath is hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, her favorite one it seemed, and she began to cry when you said goodbye, and you faded in your dreams. Pancho was a bandit boy, his horse was fast as polished steel, and he wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts in Mexico. No one heard his dying words, but that's the way it goes. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Pancho, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. And the dust that Pancho bit down south, well, it ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Well, there ain't nobody knows. All the federales say they could have had him any day, only let him go so long out of kindness, I suppose. All the boys talk how Pancho fell, Lefty's living in cheap hotels. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, I'm told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. All the Federalists say they could have had him any day. Only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. Poor Pancho. I just love the romance of the Southwest. I might call this recording Love and Death in the Old West. Kind of fits the songs I chose to play today. Here's one. This was written by the Grateful Dead, believe it or not. I don't remember which member wrote it, but it's called Me and My Uncle. Me and my uncle went riding down South Colorado, West Texas bound. We stopped over in Santa Fe, that being a point just about halfway. And don't you know, is the hottest part of the day. Took those horses up to the stall, and I went to the bar room and I ordered drinks for all. 2 days in the saddle, you know my body hurt. But that being summer, I took off my shirt and I tried to wash off some of that dusty dirt. West Texas cowboys, they were all around. With liquor and money, they were loaded down. So soon after payday, it seemed a shame. But you know my uncle, he starts a friendly game. And it's high-low jack and the winner takes the hand. My uncle starts winning, cowboys get sore. One of them called him, and then 2 more. Accused him of cheating, it couldn't be. 'Cause I know my uncle, he's as honest as me. And I'm as honest as a desperate man can be. One of those cowboys, he starts to draw. I shot him down, Lord, he never saw. I shot me another, that man, he won't grow old. Well, in the confusion, my uncle grabbed the gold, and we hightailed it down to Mexico. You know those cowboys, I love their gold. I love my uncle, God rest his soul. He taught me good, Lord, he taught me all I know. He taught me so well that I grabbed that gold, and I left his dead ass laying by the side of the road. Yeah. Here's a song by a guy named Robert Earl Keen. And it's about a town in Mexico called Sonora. It's a good old cowboy song. Well, me and the boys, we cinched up our saddles and we rode to Sonora last night. guns hanging proud and daring out loud for anyone looking to fight. But the card sheets and rustlers would run for their holes when the boys from the old Broken Nose rode up and rained on the street that they named Sonora's Death Row. Well, mezcal is free in Amanda's saloon for the boys from the old Broken Nose. Saturday night in the town of Sonora is the best in old Mexico. They got guitars and trumpets and sweet senoritas who won't want to let you go. You'd never believe such a gay, happy time on a street called Sonora's Death Row. Well, inside Amanda's we were dancing with all of Amanda's gals. I'd won some silver at 7-card stud, so I was out doing my pals. But then the whiskey and mezcal and peso cigars, they drove me outside for some air. Somebody whispered, your life or your money. I reached, but my gun wasn't there. Well, I woke up face down in Amanda's back alley, aware of the fool I had been. I rushed to my pony and I grabbed my Winchester and entered Amanda's again. Well, there were my partners a-twirling my pistol and throwing my money around. Blinded with anger, I jacked the lever and one of them fell to the ground. Amanda's got quiet like night on the desert. My friend stared in pure disbelief. Amanda was kneeling beside the dead cowboy, plainly expressing her grief. As I bowed my head, a tremble shot through me. My 6-gun was still at my side. I bowed my head, there was my money, and I fell to the knees and I cried. Well, a nightmare of mezcal is all that it was, for no one had robbed me at all. I wish I was dreaming the sound of the gallows they're testing just outside this wall. Well, the mezcal's still free in Amanda's saloon for the boys from the old Broken Nose. I'd give a ransom to drink there today and be free of Sonora's death row. Yes, I'd give a ransom to drink there today and be free of Sonora's death row. Powerfully sad song. I do a couple songs about the old gold rush, like in California and Alaska and stuff. I'm kind of intrigued by that stuff. This is a song that was written by Johnny Horton. Johnny Horton was a country singer back in the late 50s. And he did a whole album on the Alaskan gold rush. And this is one of the songs. I mushed from Port Barren through a blizzard of snow. I'd been out prospecting for 2 years of gold. I pulled into Fairbanks, the city was a boom. I took a little stroll to the Red Dog Saloon. As I walked through the door, the music was clear. The prettiest voice I had heard in 2 years. The song she kept singing made a man's blood run cold. When it's springtime in Alaska, it's 40 below. It was red-headed Lil who was singing so sweet. I reached down and took the snowpacks off my feet. And I reached for that gal who was singing the tune. We did the Eskimo crawl all around the saloon, with a caribou crawl and a grizzly bear hug. We did our dance on a Kodiak rug, and the song she kept singing made a man's blood run cold. When it's springtime in Alaska, it's 40 below. Now I was as innocent as I could be. I didn't know Lil was Big Ed's wife-to-be. He took out his knife and he gave it a throw. When it's springtime in Alaska, I'll be 6 feet below. Powerfully sad.